Our political drama that's going on, and it's all being played out in the courtrooms now, ladies and gentlemen. Earlier through the day, it was a good day for Imran Khan because in the courtrooms he got a lot of relief. Islamabad High Court seemed to be batting for the former Prime Minister when he was granted bail in the Al-Qadir Trust case for 2 weeks and relief from arrest till the 17th of May. In other cases filed only in the Islamabad High Court, and especially those cases that have been filed after the 9th of May. But this is what we are getting right now. Imran Khan, after the court proceedings, has decided not to leave the courtroom. Imran Khan has decided that he is going to stay there overnight because he has been given protection from arrest till Monday. It looks like Imran Khan will not leave the court at all. Earlier, there was talk that Imran Khan will step out of the Islamabad High Court and head to his residence from where he was scheduled to address the nation just around the time we are on the right stand. But, ladies and gentlemen, there was the DIG investigation from the Lahore police along with a battery of cops in riot gear who've been waiting since 1 p.m. this afternoon, waiting for Imran Khan to step out because they have an arrest warrant in the name of Imran Khan. The Islamabad High Court has given him bail in cases which pertain to the Islamabad High Court and Islamabad region. The Lahore High Court and the Lahore cases are a different province altogether. The cops wanted to take him to Lahore. Imran Khan, realizing that if he steps out, the cops will arrest him, has perhaps now decided that he is not going to leave the court. He's going to stay there in the Islamabad High Court. Why? Because the Supreme Court had already decided that any action inside the court premises is a violation in law, is illegal. Anything that happens inside the court premises without the permission of the court itself. Now he has decided that he is going to stay in the court itself, not leave the court premises. So will the justices, will the judges now turn around and say, no, court time is over, please vacate this place? Or will they allow him to use the courtroom as his own place and stay, camp there overnight? Why is Imran Khan camping inside the court overnight? Clearly, because if he steps out of the court premises, he is likely to be arrested. Now, is he creating further trouble, law and order situation, or just playing up to the galleries? Is there a split right down the middle in Pakistan, ladies and gentlemen, with the army and the current government on one side, or the military establishment and the current government on one side, and the judiciary now batting openly, taking sides with Imran Khan and the PTI? If that's the case, is that not a huge threat? Is that not signaling the collapse of the entire system altogether? Can Imran Khan do what he's doing currently? PTI supporters now have started gathering, and they are now surrounding the Islamabad High Court. So they are now trying to seize and use and camp and take control of the Islamabad High Court proceedings and lock Imran Khan inside there, just like what they did with his residence in Zamafak in Lao. Is this fair? Is this right? Think about that. Meanwhile, let's bring you up to speed over what has transpired in the last 4 days in Pakistan. Let's break it down day-wise. It all started on the 9th of May when Imran Khan appeared before the Islamabad High Court in connection with a case, and the National Accountability Bureau arrested him in the Al-Qadir case from the area where he was doing his biometrics. Imran Khan, quick to allege conspiracy, had to kill him in jail, and soon enough PTI backers staged protests across the country, and it turned rampant, violent, and absolute anarchy on the streets was on display. The next day, on the 10th of May, the violence continued in several parts of the country, and government was forced to deploy the army in areas like the provinces like Sindh, in Punjab, in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and also in the capital region of Islamabad. Amid the arson and anarchy, top PTI leaders like Fawad Chaudhry, Shah Mahmood Qureshi, Asad Umar, they were all put behind bars. On the 11th of May, Pak President and Chief Justice were forced to condemn the illegal arrest of Imran and the violence that broke out in the aftermath of his arrest. Pakistan Supreme Court summoned the NAB, and Imran Khan was asked to appear before the Supreme Court. The Chief Justice of Pakistan termed Imran's arrest from the court premises illegal, granted him release, but said that he will stay in the custody of the Supreme Court in the police line guest house with 10 people allowed to meet with him, consult with him, including his lawyers and family. And today, the 12th of May, turning out as a breather for Imran and his party, as the Islamabad High Court granted him 2-week bail in the Al-Qadir case, and also said that they are granting him bail in all cases filed only in Islamabad High Court after the 9th of May. And this relief is there until Monday, relief from any sort of arrest till Monday. And also they have said that he cannot be arrested overall in some of the cases till the 17th of May. Pakistan Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif chairing a cabinet meet and blaming Imran Khan for the unrest in Pakistan. He also rejected any political influence behind Imran's arrest, saying it's the action of the National Accountability Bureau and Election Commission of Pakistan. And people can file cases against him for the actions and what he is actually unleashed in Pakistan. Sources also say that Shehbaz Sharif is looking at options to impose a national emergency in the country because a lot of people have suggested that to him. Listen in.
कोई साजिश नहीं हुई। उसके बाद IMF के साथ जो हमारी गुफ्तगू चल रही थी, आपको याद है उस ज़माने में PTI लेड हुकूमत KP में और पंजाब में उनके जो वज़ीर ख़जाना थे उनको इमरान नियाज़ी की हदायत पहुँचवाई गई शौकत तरीन के ज़रिए। ये बात रिकॉर्ड का हिस्सा है अब कि आप इनकार कर दें। उसका क्या मकसद था कि IMF की डील ख़त्म हो जाए और पाकिस्तान खुदा न खास्ता डिफ़ॉल्ट कर जाए। इसी तरीके से इमरान नियाज़ी ने एक से ज़्यादा मरतबा ये कहा कि पाकिस्तान के हालात श्रीलंका जैसे होने जा रहे हैं, यानी वो दिल में बद्दुआएं कर रहा था कि पाकिस्तान खुदा ना करे वो एक्चुअली डिफ़ॉल्ट कर जाए और हम शदीद माली बहरान में हम मुब्तला हो जाए।
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go straight across to our guest and understand, get a sense what they think. Dr. Tara Karta, former Director, National Security Council Secretariat; Ahmad Jawad, former advisor to the Pakistan Prime Minister, former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan. Ahmad Jawad ji, namaste, and Tara Karta ji, namaste. How would you see what's going on? Is Imran Khan on the right side of, interest of Pakistan, Ahmad Jawad, would you say, or is he overplaying his hand?
Is this a question to me or
yes, Ahmad ji.
other guest?
Yes, Ahmad ji. Mr. Ahmad Jawad, can you hear me, sir? Mr. Ahmad Jawad, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Yes. Okay, the question was to you. Is Imran Khan overplaying his hand? Can he actually take the courtroom hostage?
Anand, your question would need a few incidents in the recent past. We have to start by recalling what happened to Imran Khan a few months ago when there was a murder attempt on Imran Khan. He has not yet recovered from the injuries of that murder attempt. Then we should also not forget the way Punjab police attacked on his residence in Zaman Park, and that was also seen by the whole world. Then we should not forget that a person in his entire life, he has no criminal record or no corruption. He has 150 cases, all fake and politically motivated cases on him. Then the latest arrest, which was made from Islamabad High Court, the whole world has seen, and finally Supreme Court has has declared that arrest as illegal. So if you consider all these things, then one may not and should not say that there is anything which Imran Khan is overplaying. Imran Khan is at the moment, he is asking only one thing. He has only one demand. He's not asking anything else but elections. And for elections, he is having, jalsas, he's having political activities, he's addressing his people, his voter, nothing illegal. But he has been dragged into court cases for under these 150 cases. Then he's being arrested illegally. Then there is further threats coming from the interior minister even today. So if you keep all these facts then you can well imagine that there is nothing overplaying by Imran Khan. He is trying to play as legal as possible. There is nothing illegal about anything from Imran Khan. Whatever has happened in Pakistan in last 3 to 4 days, Imran Khan was arrested. He had no connection with the world. The entire top leadership was arrested. They did not have any contact with the worker and the voter. And the people of Pakistan, voter of Imran Khan, they were on the streets, on the roads at their own. Nobody was guiding them. Nobody was giving them any format. Nobody was telling them to attack on the military facilities. So we must realize
you are entitled.
that it was public reaction.
Yeah. Ahmed ji, you're entitled to a point of view, and from a PTI supporter and somebody from Imran Khan's point of view, you make very valid arguments. But it is also on record that Shah Mahmood Qureshi was urging supporters to come out and assemble at certain points. It was rampant on social media that these conversions were being called. There was this fanning of anger saying this is all against, and Imran Khan has also been rabble-rousing a lot against the army and the current government. The current government has said if we wanted political vendetta would have been different. Point is that these charges are by the National Accountability Bureau and also by the Election Commission of Pakistan in two clear cases of what looks like office for profit and corruption. Imran Khan may not have done anything, that's his argument, but he should not have, or the whole tamasha that happened even at Zaman Park, one would say that there are two arguments to this, or two sides to this entire argument and how it's playing out. Tara Kartaji, do you believe, would you want to give Imran Khan the benefit of the doubt, or would you believe that both sides are to blame here and the larger loss is for Pakistan and the common people of Pakistan?
That is absolutely clear. I mean, this is a country which is threatening to go over the edge, as the Prime Minister said. Though that argument, by the way, is not going to carry much weight among the masses, you know, that the IMF is there, we might become Sri Lanka. They don't care. They just want Imran Khan back. But, you know, contrary to what his advisor says, there's just one thing. He's also given a call to jihad. You know, one of his speeches, the last speech which he gave, he says jihad for the Hakiki Azadi, that's fine. He actually called people onto the street, and you can't, that is public. So it's not going to be so easy. There is going to be accountability in terms of the damages caused, right? Who did the damage, we don't know. But there is also the fact that he has literally been begging to be arrested. You know, he's been saying the most outrageous things. And he wanted to be arrested, obviously, in the full knowledge that he would be released. I mean, there's a Chief Justice whose, you know, mother-in-law's conversation has been leaked. What did the state expect? That the Chief Justice would support them? You know, so this seems to be a very well thought out strategy, brilliant strategy. But Imran Khan has, well, he's caused a lot of trouble, but he also has a case.
He has a case because there are conversations of Imran Khan also speaking to his own party member who was present at the Islamabad High Court ki Chief Justice to unka aadmi hai, apne aadmi aur apni taraf se baat karo. So this is being played on both sides. But at the end of the day, Imran Khan's latest decision to say that I'm going to sleep in the courtroom, is it not carrying the brief too far? Is it not saying that I'm going to use the mob to my advantage, Mr. Ahmed Jawad?
Anand, just one comment to the other guest. She mentioned about mother-in-law of Chief Justice audio leak. In my opinion, mother-in-laws, daughter-in-laws, sister-in-laws, mothers, sisters, they are all entitled to their conversation. And perhaps that reference, we should keep it for discussion like Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi, is qisam ke dramon mein. We can talk about it, but I think it's not a serious, you know, thing we should be explaining about.
Why the mention came? Because certain conversations, the way they happened and the way they were played out in Pakistani media, वैसे का वैसे स्क्रिप्ट अगले दिन आज हमने जुमे के दिन देखा है. They've seen it on Friday. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There is another conversation where a PTI lawyer is having with a Pakistani journalist. वेर इज सेइंग कि जाएगा कहाँ, मसला जाएगा इस्लामाबाद हाई कोर्ट में, वहाँ हम लोग आर्ग्यू करेंगे कि चीफ जस्टिस इसे ना सुने, दूसरे कोर्ट रूम में जाएं और ये फिर कोशियानी, जस्टिस कोशियानी के पास जाएगा, वो बेल दे देंगे और बेल मिल जाएगा, इमरान बाहर हो जाएंगे. This is the crux of the conversation which was conducted. Imran Khan's voice had said कि ये चीफ जस्टिस तो उनका है इस्लामाबाद हाई कोर्ट में, उन दूसरी तरफ से बात करो और ये इसकी लिस्टिंग सही जगह कराओ, otherwise this case is nullified और मेरे को बाहर नहीं करेंगे. So I'm just saying all these conversations are out. So that's the reason why.
Yeah. Allow me to give my comment
please.
The conversation which is happening here. First of all, we can just leave the
okay, done.
The discussion on mother-in-law discussion. I think it is irrelevant. And regarding the audio leaks which you just mentioned that somebody was talking, Pakistan in the middle of dozens, not dozens, but hundreds of audios and videos which are coming according to the timing of the situation, and nobody is really sure about the authenticity of these audios and videos. And I'm sure you must be aware about the new technology. I can create a audio with your voice and according to my script. So it's not a big deal. We should not be relying our discussion
I'm not relying
based on
but
audio leaks here and
when
there.
it plays out exactly जैसे बात हुई 12 घंटे पहले जो बात हुई वही 12 वैसी बात हो जाती तो फिर that's when you are forced to ask this question, sir.
Anand, that is why I said that the timing of the audio and the video leaks, you should try to understand that how they are placed into a certain time frame. That is why they have to be relevant. They have to be relevant. What is the objective behind those audios, and who is basically doing in Pakistan for these audios and videos? One point, jihad for freedom. The other guest also mentioned about this thing. Let me clarify. He is explaining about this is not that jihad which is feared under Islamophobia by the rest of the world. Jihad is a term of struggle for freedom, struggle for truth, struggle against corruption. And he is talking about real freedom. And when he says Hakiki Azadi, yes, we in Pakistan, it's not just that I'm a supporter of Imran Khan. In Pakistan, majority of population now has reached to this conclusion that in 75 years, our elections have been rigged, our parliaments have been selected, our political decisions are made somewhere else. It's not freedom. So he is talking about that freedom which can happen with the power of the vote, with the transparent elections, which unfortunately in Pakistan is very difficult when the strings are pulled from different directions by some powerful institutions.
Absolutely.
This is what he's talking about.
Exactly.
And there is nothing wrong about it.
But it is coming, isn't it a little rich coming from those, वो कहावत है ना कि 100 चूहे खा के बिल्ली हद को चली. Imran Khan's rise also happened because of the blessings of the military establishment. He backed this military establishment. He ensured that Qamar Javed Bajwa gets an extension. So he rose because of this entire deep state and military establishment. उनकी पकड़ की वजह because Mian Nawaz Sharif and PMLN at that time also said the elections were rigged. So for him to turn around and say, no, now I am standing for truth and justice and I want a complete overhaul, isn't that a little too rich, Dr. Tara Karta? And can Imran Khan, by pushing this massive people's movement, ever overhaul the military deep state that is so well entrenched?
I don't think the gentleman understood what I was saying. I was reference mother-in-law was to say that the government completely alienated the Chief Justice. That was what I was trying to say. And then to expect that the Chief Justice would give a favorable argument it was weird. That was what I was trying to say.
Right.
And second thing, the fact is that, like you said correctly, Imran Khan has used the National Accountability Bureau the most. I mean, he has harassed and, arrested all his opponents, number two. However, the fact is that he is at present seems to be fighting that very same establishment, which is, if the people support it, that's great. I mean, that's Pakistan's democratic right.
Right.
But the army is not going to take this lying down. I mean, apparently there are now, what interests us here is that whether there are truly divisions within the army.
Yes.
I mean, the fact that the Lahore co-commander perhaps has been replaced, we don't know for certain. But if he's been replaced, then there is a problem. The retired service people are coming out saying against, supporting Imran Khan. There is a problem there.
And there are actually, we are given to understand there are brigadier level people who refuse to take the instructions given by or dictated by General Asim Munir. That means there is open revolt that is coming out. There are others whose pictures are doing the rounds, who said that we will not fire at civilians, we will not open fire, let them go ahead and express themselves. So yes, you're saying that it is coming to a breaking point and it's not healthy. But the larger question is, even if Imran Khan has changed, he's turned the tide, he's now saying, I want an absolutely independent, open, free and fair elections, and there's got to be a massive people's movement that he was wanting to champion. Is he doing it the right way? One, will he be allowed to do it? Two, and three, eventually who will prevail? These three questions remain. Emma Jawaji, good to talk to you, and I request you to join us again very soon, because we'll continue to keep an eye on how things are developing. Let's just hope that it all ends well in the larger benefit of this region and of Pakistan, because that's very important. Stability is very important for us in this entire region. And Tara Kartaji, always a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you very much. I have to move on for the moment. Thank you. Now closer home, ladies and gentlemen, in Assam, massive move. The government is mulling options to ban polygamy ahead of 2024. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma has formed an expert committee to examine legality around polygamy. The 4-member panel will be chaired by retired Judge Rumi Fukhan and has been given 60 days to submit its report. This only after speaking to all the stakeholders in the matter. So who are all in the panel? Justice Rumi Fukhan, retired judge. Debajit Sakia is the Advocate General Assam. Nalan Kohli, Additional Advocate General Assam. And Nekibur Zaman, he's also an advocate. So, people with strong legal understanding form this panel, and across the sections of society and understanding, and they are going to speak with everyone. Now, even as the Assam government is vowing to end polygamy, AIUDF has alleged conspiracy and said that the state needs to do some research as it is practiced across religion.
Government has decided to constitute a committee to scrutinize the provision of the Muslim Personnel Law Sharia Act 1937 along with Article 25 of the Constitution of India in relation to the directive principle of state policy for a uniform civil code. So we are not going towards UCC.
मुसलमानों डिवोर्स बहुबिया सबसे कम अन्य जातीय बेसी करे पहले ऑफ द रेकॉर्ड करे आमान मानुए जो एटा करे बा दुईटा करे हाम बिया करिबो नआरिबो मस्जिदत जाय काजी रेकॉर्ड करे एटो रेकॉर्डत पावा जाय তাহলে যে গলে তিনটা চারিটা রাখি আছে আর ইললিগ্যাল রাখি আছে
So what's the problem? Whether it is one religion or many, if it is polygamy and if it is wrong, it is banned, it's illegal for everyone. What is the status of polygamy in India? It is prohibited in all religious communities in India except in Islam. The practicing polygamy is an offence. It is punishable under sections 494 and 495 of the Indian Penal Code. Now, as per the Muslim laws, a man can have up to 4 wives and a woman can have only one husband. The section 2/7 of the Sharia Act allows the application of polygamy, and law says polygamy is neither mandatory nor encouraged. Pramod Swami, leader of the BJP, with us. Champak Kalita, AIUDF leader, is also with us. Champak Kalita ji, Pramod Swami ji, namaste, Jai Hind. Champak Kalita ji, problem क्या है? अगर दूसरा धर्म में भी कर रहा है वो गलत है, इलीगल है, तो बंद कर दो
जी।
तो इसमें प्रॉब्लम क्या है? चंपक जी, आवाज आ रही है? Well, the AIUDF will try and connect with Champak Kalita. He's not getting the audio. Let's sort that out quickly, please. Pramod Swami ji, is this with an agenda?
No, there is no agenda. अभी जैसे आपने कहा कि पोलिगमी के विरुद्ध में अगर कोई कानून बनता है तो उसमें किसी को क्या आपत्ति हो सकती है, और बदरुद्दीन साहब ने कहा कि कई लोग हैं जो गैर कानूनी तरीके से 2-2-3-3 शादियां करते हैं। तो अगर कोई गैर कानूनी तरीके से करता है तो उसके खिलाफ भी कड़े कानून बनाए जाने चाहिए और उसके खिलाफ भी व्यवस्था होनी चाहिए। इसमें किसी को क्या आपत्ति हो सकती है। अभी मूल प्रश्न ये है कि पॉलीग्रामी जैसी जो कुप्रथा है, क्या वो इस देश में चलनी चाहिए या नहीं चलनी चाहिए। तो माननीय मुख्यमंत्री डॉक्टर हेमंत बिश्व शर्मा जी ने एक कमेटी बनाई है जो इसके कानूनी पहलुओं और स्टेक होल्डरों से बात चल करके 60 दिन के अंदर में एक रिपोर्ट दाखिल करेगी और उस रिपोर्ट के आधार पर इसमें आगे की दिशा में जो है असम सरकार आगे बढ़ेगी। तो हम माननीय मुख्यमंत्री महोदय का इसके पीछे इंटेंशन ये है कि हमारी जो महिलाएं हैं, जो मातृशक्ति जिसको हम बोलते हैं, हमारी जो मुस्लिम महिलाएं हैं, सिर्फ इनको बच्चा पैदा करने की मशीन न समझा जाए, बल्कि इनको भी आगे बढ़ करके डॉक्टर, इंजीनियर या अपने अपने क्षेत्र में देश का सुनाम करने के अलावा अपने व्यक्तित्व और कर्तृत्व का निखार करने का इनको भी हक है। तो लेकिन आज जिस तरह से जो देश में शरीयत कानून की बात कही जाती है, मुस्लिम पर्सनल लॉ की
पर एक बात बताइए प्रमोद स्वामी जी, यहाँ आजकल एक परिवार जो है, मियाँ बीवी जो है, वो घर नहीं चलता। एलपीजी सिलेंडर के दाम इतने ज्यादा हो गए हैं, एक घर को संभालना, इसको संभालना मुश्किल होता है पति पत्नी के लिए। कौन 4-4 शादियां करता है?
यही तो सवाल है कि अगर देश में इस तरह की स्थिति है तो फिर 4-4 जब शादी आप करते हैं तो फिर अपने बच्चों को भी आप उस तरह की शिक्षा और उस तरह के संस्कार नहीं दे पाते, जिससे वो उनको एजुकेशन नहीं मिलती, उनको हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम रहती है, वो कॉम्पिटिटिव वर्ल्ड में आगे नहीं बढ़ पाते। तो क्योंकि जो ये कॉम्पिटिटिव वर्ल्ड है, यहाँ आपके जो अगर जो बच्चे, उनको अच्छी शिक्षा, अच्छी स्वास्थ्य देना भी एक माता पिता का फर्ज है। तो अब ये
तो अगर ये इंटेंट यही है तो चंपकलिता जी, कोई ऑब्जेक्शन नहीं होना चाहिए? AIUDF को क्यों प्रॉब्लम है?
देखिए, मैं आपको बताऊं, जहां तक ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स, अभी प्रमोद स्वामी जी ने बताया कि बच्चों का हेल्थ, एजुकेशन, तो इसमें आसाम 28 नंबर में है। आसाम में बच्चे बिलो वेट है। महिलाओं का जो बॉर्न का मार्क्स इंडेक्स है वो भी बिलो है। अभी देखिए, अभी फिलहाल अभी 1-2 दिन में हिमंत बिश्व शर्मा ने 2 साल पूरा किया है गवर्नमेंट का और 2 डेकेड पूरा किया है हुकूमत का। इसलिए लोगों ने अकाउंट मांगना शुरू किया है। लोगों का मूड बना है कि अकाउंट मांगे इनसे, क्योंकि वो 2 साल एज ए मुख्यमंत्री और 20 साल एज ए हुकूमत कंटिन्यू, मुसलसल 20 साल से हुकूमत में है आसाम में। तो और आसाम की जो सारी मिनिस्ट्रियां हैं, एजुकेशन, हेल्थ, फाइनेंस, ये सब में ये रहे हुए हैं। तो अभी इसीलिए लोगों को मन डाइवर्ट करने के लिए ये राइट विंग्स का वर्ल्ड में एक फिनोमिना है कि नॉन इश्यूज को इशू बनाओ। अभी इतना समय
तो राइट विंग तो फंडामेंटलिस्ट मुस्लिम ग्रुप्स भी हो गए ना। राइट विंग का मतलब फंडामेंटलिस्ट मुस्लिम ग्रुप्स जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के ऊपर अपनी शरीयत को कहते हैं, वो भी राइट विंग ही है चंपकलिता जी। जो संविधान के ऊपर अपने पर्सनल रॉस को रखते हैं, वो भी राइट विंग ही है। राइट विंग का मतलब जो अपने धर्म के ऊपर बाकी किसी को नहीं मानता, वो राइट विंग है सर। तो फंडामेंटलिस्ट मुस्लिम्स भी राइट विंग ही है। तो मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूं कि क्या एक आदमी को 4-4 बीवियां रखनी चाहिए असम में? आज का कौन आदमी है जो ऐसा अफोर्ड भी कर सकता है सर? किसी को ठीक से जिंदगी भी दे सकते हैं वो? तो क्या आपको तो कहना चाहिए कि मत करिए।
अरे हम कहां कह रहा करिए?
तो आप भी तो फिर आपको तो फिर सपोर्ट करना चाहिए, तो अपोज क्यों कर रहे हैं?
नहीं, सपोर्ट कैसे करे? ये
अरे अच्छा सुझाव है, समाज के लिए अच्छा है तो सपोर्ट कर दो।
क्या सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने आपका पर्सनल लॉ का एंडोर्स किया हुआ है, संविधान ने एंडोर्स किया हुआ है,
तो
आपके पास
फिर तो राइट विंग आप हो गए कि आप कह रहे हैं नहीं संविधान नहीं, कॉमन लॉ नहीं, मेरा ही लॉ चलेगा। तो फिर तो राइट विंग आप हुए, तब तो एक्सट्रीमिस्ट आप हुए, फंडामेंटलिस्ट आप हुए।
आप जैसे बोल रहे हो, आपको तो मैं लग रहा है कि आपको माफी चाहता हूं, लेकिन आपका स्टैंड लग रहा है जैसे कोई आप भी कोई स्पोक्स पर्सन है, कैसे लगे?
आपको ऐसा लग रहा है, पर मैं तो स्पोक्स पर्सन इस बात का हूं कि सबको बराबर का लॉ होना चाहिए। मैं स्पोक्स पर्सन इस बात का हूं कि औरत हो, मर्द हो, कोई भी हो, उसको बराबर का हक होना चाहिए। मैं तो इस बात का हकदार हूं कि अगर आपको लगता है कि एक आदमी 4 बीवियां रख सकता है, तो आपको यह भी कहना चाहिए कि एक औरत 4 पति रख सकती है। हमारे देश में ये कानून बनाएंगे आप? मैं तो कहता हूं भाई, आप खुद को अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते, आप कैसे 4-4 बीवियां रख के आप उनके साथ क्या जस्टिस करेंगे? क्या इसका कोई आंकलन है? क्या आप उनके साथ जस्टिस कर सकते हैं? कोई व्यक्ति अगर करता है, ये वन साइडेड डोर क्यों है? मैं तो इस बात का स्पोक्स पर्सन हूं।
अगर देखें तो ये समस्या कितना % है?
अगर छोटा ही % है तो फिर आपको कानून से प्रॉब्लम भी नहीं होना चाहिए।
नहीं, ये समस्या कितना % है?
अरे सर, अगर समस्या छोटी है,
देशों में हम लोग
अरे तो सर समस्या अगर छोटी है तो फिर विरोध क्यों कर रहे हैं?
डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स में तो बाकी समस्या है, इसमें बात करिए।
तो अगर उस डेवलपमेंट इंडेक्स से इस कानून से फर्क पड़ता है तो फिर आप सपोर्ट कीजिए, मैं वही कह रहा हूं। और अगर आपको लगता है फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा तो विरोध मत कीजिए। प्रमोद स्वामी जी, और भी बहुत सारे विषय हैं, ये जानबूझ के आप एजेंडा चला रहे हैं। ये चंपक कालिता जी कह रहे हैं कि असम में आपके पास नंबर्स हैं। प्रमोद स्वामी जी, चंपक कालिता पूछ रहे हैं असम में क्या नंबर्स है, असम में कितने घरों के अंदर और क्या % है पॉलीगैमी का, कितने लोग हैं जिन्होंने एक से ज्यादा शादियां की हैं गैर कानून? बोलिए।
देखिए आपने अपनी चर्चा में कुछ वैध पॉइंट उठाए। वैध पॉइंट आपने ये से उठाए कि अगर 4 शादी करने का अधिकार अगर पुरुष को है तो फिर महिला को वो अधिकार क्यों नहीं है? तो ये एक वैध प्रश्न है। अब देश में एक ये भी चर्चा होगी कि क्या ये देश संविधान से चलेगा या शरीयत से चलेगा, इस पर भी देश पे चर्चा होगी। चंपक कलिता जी ने कहा कि हमने कोई कदम नहीं उठाया, हमने तो चाइल्ड मैरिज एक्ट के विरुद्ध में हम लोग कानून लेकर के आए, लेकिन यही जो फंडामेंटलिस्ट फोर्सेज जो हैं ये लोग उसका विरोध करते हैं, ये उसका भी समर्थन नहीं करते। तो अगर देश में अगर कोई कुप्रथा है और अगर प्रोग्रेसिव जो सोच वाले लोग हैं वो अगर इसमें कुछ बदलाव करना चाहते हैं तो इसमें राजनीति से ऊपर उठ करके, धर्म से ऊपर उठ करके हम लोगों को महिला सशक्तिकरण के लिए जो हम लोग सिर्फ वुमन एम्पावरमेंट की बात करते हैं, लेकिन जब वुमन एम्पावरमेंट के लिए जब काम करने के लिए हम जब जाते हैं तो फिर हमको जाति धर्म और धर्म के आधार पर भेदभाव करके उसको गुमराह किया जाता है। जैसे कि अभी 3 तलाक के खिलाफ जब हम कानून लेके आए तो 3 तलाक के खिलाफ जब कानून लेकर आए तभी इन्हीं लोगों ने उसका विरोध किया। तो जब भी कोई रिफॉर्म्स की बात होती है तो ये फंडामेंटल
इनका आरोप ये है कि रिफॉर्म सिर्फ एक पर्टिकुलर समाज के ऊपर, ओवरऑल समाज के ऊपर डायरेक्टेड नहीं है, एक पर्टिकुलर समाज के ऊपर डायरेक्टेड है। ये आरोप आप पर है।
आनंद जी, ये कानून सिर्फ किसी एक संप्रदाय या एक धर्म विशेष के लोगों के लिए नहीं बनाया गया है, ये कानून सबके लिए है। और कानून का उल्लंघन जो भी करेगा उसके खिलाफ सख्त से सख्त कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए। तो अभी एक कमेटी गठन की गई है, वो कमेटी अपनी रिपोर्ट देगी और उसके बाद में देखेंगे कि चीजें किस दिशा में आगे बढ़ती है।
ठीक है, फिर देखते हैं किस दिशा में। अगर समाज के कल्याण के लिए है तो उसका समर्थन सबको करना चाहिए, लेकिन अगर एक पर्टिकुलर समाज के एक पर्टिकुलर तबके को जानबूझ के टारगेट किया जा रहा है तो फिर उसका तो विरोध होगा। पर ये विरोध करने वाले कौन हैं? क्या इन्होंने खुद 3-3 शादियां की हैं या इनके भी कुछ ऐसे ये चल रहे हैं, बिजनेसेस चल रहे हैं जो, या फिर ये मत रखते हैं कि अगर मैं 3 शादियां कर सकता हूं तो कोई भी महिला 3 शादियां कर सकती है? तो फिर ये सोच अलग है। बराबरी सबकी होनी चाहिए, एक देश एक विधान एक संविधान, मत तो ये है, मत तो यही है। देखते हैं क्या होता है। चंपक कालिता जी, प्रमोद स्वामी जी, धन्यवाद, थैंक यू वेरी मच। Now to the other row over Kerala story. It refuses to die down. The Supreme Court today issued a notice over a plea filed by the filmmakers this time, who moved court and said it's being shown across the country. Why ban it in West Bengal? And why is there being pressure exerted in certain states like Tamil Nadu? The Supreme Court said if the film is being exhibited in the rest of the country, there is no reason why it should be banned in West Bengal. The Supreme Court further said that they will not grant stay without hearing the side of the respondents. The Supreme Court has also issued a notice to the Tamil Nadu government after the film was blocked from screening in several theatres in the state. The court said it was the duty of the Tamil Nadu government to maintain law and order and to ensure that those who want to watch the movie get to watch it without fear. Remember, the West Bengal government imposed a ban on the film that released on the 5th of May. The Mamata Banerjee-led Trinamool Congress government has said that the ban was important to avoid any untoward incidents in the state. While banning the film, West Bengal government had further said that the screening of the film is likely to cause breach of peace. But this is not the first time the Mamata government has done this. Bhavishya Bhoot, that was banned. It's a satirical film, was banned in the state. And the Supreme Court imposed a fine on the West Bengal government as compensation for the violation of their right to freedom and freedom of speech and expression. Cartoon on Mamta case was registered against Professor Ambikesh Mohapatra in April 2012 after he was arrested after he allegedly forwarded a defamatory cartoon to some people through email. He was later granted bail by a court, and he was granted bail after 10 years. But the ban on the film also exposes Mamata Banerjee's free speech hypocrisy. Now, that's another point of view, and here's why. There was anger against Padmavat. What the Trinamool Congress said slammed the BJP, called Padmavat protests a calculated plan. Pathan, the saffron bikini row. More than the bikini row, it was the Besharam Rang song being alluded to the color saffron. That was the whole fight about. Trinamool Congress slam protest said trying to command our lives. BBC docu-series controversy, what the Trinamool Congress said. Shame, emperor and courtiers are banning the film. Big bottom line, Trinamool Congress blocking the Kerala story. Now, it's not just Trinamool, BJP also in the past has banned several films citing law and order issues. 2018, Padmavat banned in Gujarat, MP, UP, Rajasthan and Haryana after protests by the Karni Sena. 2013, Muzaffarnagar, Burning Love banned in Western UP based on 2013 communal riots. 2017, Game of Ayodhya banned in UP based on Babri demolition. 2009, Firak banned in Gujarat based on post-Godhra riots. 2008, Jodha Akbar banned in Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh citing Rajput sentiments. 2006, Fana banned in Gujarat due to Amir's remarks on the Narmada Dam. 2004, Parzania banned in Gujarat based on the 2002 Gujarat riots. So, everybody politically convenient, inconvenient, movies do get banned. GVL Narasimha Rao, BJP MP and spokesperson with us. Bishwajit Dev, Trinamool Congress spokesperson with us. Namaste, Jai Hind, gentlemen. GVL Narasimha Rao. तो काउंटर आर्गुमेंट है आपने भी बैन किया, हम भी करेंगे.
No, but it is not a question of tit for tat. Every film that is not screened has to be seen in the light of the facts. The matter, every time the matter goes to the courts, today it's the Supreme Court of India which has found this ban to be quite unjustified. And we have seen even earlier the High Courts ruled against any kind of ban. So you can't generalize this in the context of any film. But this particular film, after having heard all the sides, the courts of the country have found there was absolutely nothing wrong in screening this film. And anybody who has seen the film, I don't know if Mamata Banerjee had the time or interest in seeing the film, or she would consider it even a taboo to see the film. Anyone who has seen the film knows this is nothing against any religion. It doesn't have one line against Islam. I happened to watch the film a day ago, and there is not one line against Islam or any religion for that matter. So I don't know what is this hysteria about. And when Kerala has not banned the film, a story... the film is based on real life stories from the state of Kerala. If the Kerala state has not banned it, I find it really strange that Tamil Nadu and Bengal are going out to ban, or Tamil Nadu is not allowing the film to be screened properly in theaters. So that's a very weird situation. Because all parties in Kerala, be it the communists or the Congress chief ministers like Omen Chandy, or the veteran Congress communist chief minister, all of them had I mentioned that love jihad is a conversion, is simply a matter of fact. And they had all...
and this is not just a national story, internationally also. If you look at it, you can read and chronicle the ISIS Brides is a chronicle, ISIS Widows is a story about India, ISIS Brides is a chronicle internationally. But the larger question, Bishwajit Devji, the BJP is asking is, Kerala has not banned it. It's a Kerala story. Why has Bengal banned it?
Well, that is a problem of Kerala, whether they have banned it or not. It is up to the Kerala government to decide, but we expected that the Kerala government will also take action on this particular issue. Now, there are other reasons, because CPIM is now working with BJP. So, at least in Bengal, what we are watching. So it is quite evident that they will not do it. Now, so far as this particular film has been prohibited in Bengal, now you must go first to the provisions of the West Bengal Cinema Act Regulation 1954. It has been banned under the provisions of Section 6 of this particular Act. Now, if there is any apprehension that there might be a breach of peace, the state government has got the authority to ban or prohibit exhibition of a particular film in the state of West Bengal, and that is what exactly the state government has done. Because this story is a totally false story, it's a concocted story, and this can create a communal tension. And that is why the state of West Bengal has decided to prohibit this.
But have you watched the movie, Bishwajit ji? Have you watched the movie?
Let me finish.
Sir, I'm just asking you, have you watched the movie for you to know that the story is fake, it's concocted and it's propaganda? I'm just asking you. Ji.
The entire story, we have gone through it.
Okay.
We know the story. We know exactly what is this story about. And we know that this will incite violence. This has got
I'm just asking you respectfully, how do you know, sir, if
that is why Mamata Banerjee has decided.
Nobody within the has anybody within the core team who recommended the ban or who suggested that the chief minister should announce the ban? Have they watched the movie to say no, this is going to cause a problem on ground?
Question of ban, you see, it is absolutely the authority. It is absolutely under the authority of the state government. The state government will decide if there is an apprehension of law and order. If there is an apprehension of breach of peace, the state government must act on it, because it is the state government's duty to protect its citizens. And that is why, as a preventive measure, they have done it. You see, BJP is trying to spread hatred in Bengal. They have done this earlier also. And their politics.
But how is it? How is but my limited understanding?
That is why.
GVL Narasimha Rao, please respond to Bishwajit Dev.
No, I think the comments that are being made by the TMC supporter or panelists, they make no sense at all. What is not, these are fact, if this was not a factual, if it was not based on factual incidents, the individuals concerned would have come out. There are any number of videos even in social media, in YouTube, where people have given first-hand accounts of how this, how they were really brainwashed into conversion, how they were admitted into the terror network. There are a number of stories, and chief ministers of Kerala have stated it on the floor of the state assembly. And this is not just the case with one party. All parties hold the same opinion. And what problem? If Kerala does not have a problem, I find it really strange that Bengal has this problem. Because Kerala also has a very sizable Muslim population, possibly more than Bengal, or almost on the same level as Bengal, 27%. And therefore, actually, it calls for, I would rather appeal to the producers to dub this film into Bengali also, so that more people can see it in Bengal.
I can only show the numbers that in 7 days the movie has grossed more than 81 crore. It's fast moving to the 100 crore number across the country. People who are watching it and people who are across cross sections of society are watching it, and they're coming out and appreciating the movie. Between the propaganda and agenda for the BJP, Trinamool, however it is, the cast also, Bishwajit ji, asked the same question, and I'm also asking the same question. Has anybody from within the entire setup within the Bengal government, have they watched the movie and then drawn the conclusion or the inference that this is going to cause problem in Bengal? Or has this decision been taken without even watching the movie by anybody within the entire Bengal establishment? That's my government. That's my limited point. And is it not fair that you watch the movie and then decide? That's what I'm asking you.
We have read the story. We know what is the story about. And we know exactly what is the agenda of the producers. We know very well what is the agenda. But this agenda cannot be worked in Bengal. We must ensure that there is peace in Bengal.
Right.
And there is intelligence report also. Report also, which substantiate that there might be breach of peace. And that is why Section 6 of this particular act has been invoked.
Sir,
the ban has been imposed.
Sir, my humble submission.
We do not want that there will be any violence. We do not want that there should be any violence.
We will see.
We do not want that there should be breach of
This
peace.
is
Very clear. Fair point, sir. Fair point.
Protect
Fair
its
point, sir.
citizens.
Fair point, sir. Fair point. But I'm just saying, as the Bengal government taken an equanimous position on all controversial movies, where there could have been a law and order situation, or have they said in certain cases we'll ensure there is law and order, and in other case they are saying we don't want to create a situation of law and order? Has the government's position been equanimous? And I continue to ask the same question. Has anybody from the government and also from those areas where they believe there could be problem watched the movie even discreetly on their own and said, let us look at it and then decide objectively? I'm going to leave it at that.
Repeating your question.
Anand, one line.
I am again repeating that we have read the story.
No, sir.
We know what the story is about.
Reading the story, watching the movie are two different aspects, sir. Are two different aspects, sir. I'm just again going to ask. And the BJP, I'm going to ask the BJP. Sir, are you doing the movie service or disservice by trying to use it politically for your advantage? Had you left the makers on their own, had you left the movie on their own, would it have become such a big ball? Because clearly one of the interpretations is whatever BJP proposes, their opposition will dispose or they will oppose.
No, Anand, I think it's a very wrong accusation against the BJP. We are not in the business of making films, and there are any number of creative people who will make all kinds of films. So we supported this film. We supported rather ban against the film. We are not going around doing propaganda for the film, but why should a film be banned only because it does not suit appeasement politics of Mamata Banerjee? Is she indirectly supporting
why did you ban
in some parts
BBC
of the
documentary?
country?
Why did you ban
how will you
Anna?
prevent tomorrow? Now, Anand, last question. How will you prevent voting is streaming tomorrow?
So many films.
What about I think the entire, because of your ban, the entire Bengal is going to watch it on the OTT platform whenever it's released.
When BJP
and I will
government
appeal
bans
to
a
the
film
producers to make it and to dub it in Bengali.
Based on politics, why can't
What
Mamata
politics?
Banerjee
All
prohibit a particular
chief
film
ministers
from
of
being
different
exhibited?
parties,
If
Congress,
there's an
communists,
apprehension,
they all
if there's a reasonable apprehension of
expressed
law and
their
order,
serious
you
concern
tell
about
me.
this phenomenon.
You tell me, I want to know your reply, Mr. Rao.
Both the Congress and communist chief ministers have expressed serious concern about love jihad. Kerala court, High Court has expressed serious problems about this. The Christian church in Kerala has highlighted the seriousness of this problem. They said there is a Islamization project that is happening in Kerala.
Of the Kerala High Court, and we have seen today in Supreme Court also.
Right.
Supreme Court has not passed any interim order.
Sir, the simple...
Supreme Court has issued notice only.
Sir, my point...
And Supreme Court will hear the Bengal government
my point,
of this
sir, is...
particular issue.
My point...
So, prima facie,
I have
the Honorable Supreme Court is also not satisfied to give any interim order.
Correct.
Pass any interim order.
Sir, the interim order is because they want to listen to the government, West Bengal government's position, and that's why they will pass an opinion.
Absolutely.
And I think it's in fairness that the government, if the Bengal government has concerns, Vishwajit ji, if the government,
prerogative of the government to decide whether
totally, sir, it is the prerogative of the government, Vishwajit ji. My question, as was asked by one of the members of the cast and also somebody who'd watched the movie, saying that in Samaj, in society, if there are people who are trying to radicalize or recruit people for terrorism, should that be encouraged or should that be discouraged? Should there be awareness? Is that not something which is supposed to be cross society? I have to wind up, but with a humble request that before the hearing, the next, when the matter is posted on Monday or Tuesday, I would urge somebody from the Bengal government or from the legal team to watch the movie and then go ahead and make their argument. That's my only humble request. That's the request that the movie producers are also making of Mamata Didi and the government. That's what they're saying. I have to take a short break. I thank our. We're going to take a very short break. When we come back, it's the exit bans in China. Critics coming under the radar. Is this a trap? Stay with us.
Pakistan today declared that his arrest was not legal, but they ordered to release him. And Imran Khan requested the Supreme Court that he wanted to go to his home in Islamabad, which is situated in Bani Gala. But Supreme Court said that no, you cannot go to your home. You will be the guest of the Supreme Court. And he asked the Inspector General Police of Islamabad to arrange the guest house in the police lines in Islamabad. So right now, Imran Khan is free, but he is in the custody of the Islamabad police. And now, just few moments ago, he was transferred to the guest house in the police lines area. And the Supreme Court also allowed 6 family members of Imran Khan that they can also spend the night with him in the same guest.
So what do you make of that? The court saying on the one hand his arrest was illegal, he should be released forthwith, yet at the same time the court also saying that he should be kept in a guest house under the custody of the Supreme Court, if you will. He has to be produced in the Islamabad High Court tomorrow. He has to join the investigations by the National Accountability Bureau. So technically he is not a free man just yet. What do you make of that?
I think that he is partially free because you see the arrest warrant which was issued by the National Accountability Bureau. That arrest warrant was not discussed in Supreme Court today. So as far as my legal knowledge is concerned, so that arrest warrant is still valid. And according to that arrest warrant, the NAB will try the level best to implement the arrest warrant. And when tomorrow Imran Khan will go to Islamabad High Court again and complete the process, and then definitely he will come out of the Islamabad High Court. So NAB can arrest him again. But it's not only one case. The Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of Pakistan also told Imran Khan that there are many cases against you. And he was aware that there are many cases. And as far as my knowledge is concerned, in 2 cases, there was an arrest warrant which was issued many weeks ago, but it was not implemented. If you remember that many weeks ago, a party of the Islamabad police, they went to Lahore and they approached Imran Khan to implement the arrest warrant. They just wanted to show him the arrest warrant. But on that day, the supporters and workers of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, they never allowed Islamabad police to enter inside the house of Imran Khan.
Okay.
So that arrest warrant is still valid, and there is another arrest warrant in another case. And also the Tosha Khana case is very important, and Imran Khan was indicted yesterday in the special court. So the problems for Imran Khan are not over.
So those are all the legal troubles and the legalese. But politically, Imran Khan can turn around and tell his supporters that this is exactly what I've been warning all along. These supporters have been rioting, they've been attacking civilian as well as army installations. He can turn around and tell them that this validates and vindicates his position that there is a corrupt system out there represented by the civilian government and maybe even elements within the army. And he's the guy who's trying to fix the system, and now the system is fixing him. So in a sense, the events of the last couple of days, politically speaking, when he is finally fully released, doesn't this vindicate his position?
Actually, the case in which Imran Khan has been arrested, the case is very strong as far as my understanding is concerned. And Imran Khan was asked by the National Accountability Bureau to join the investigation, but he was reluctant to join the investigation. And they sent him many requests that he and his wife, Bushra Bibi, they should join the investigation. But they never joined the investigation. Today, Imran Khan told the Supreme Court that I responded National Accountability Bureau through my lawyer.
Okay.
But that is not the case. I think that there are some other cases also in which Imran Khan was asked to join the investigation, and he never joined the investigation. So it's good that the Supreme Court have provided an opportunity to Imran Khan that now
the NAB can contact him tomorrow in the premises of the Islamabad High Court. Then he will come out and they can, talk to NAB through his lawyers. But I think that Imran Khan may be arrested in some other case in coming few days.
So in the interim, what we saw in the last 2 days, unprecedented scenes, PTI supporters attacking army installations. I can't remember the last time such a thing happened, that army establishments were attacked. What do these events mean for this delicate sort of face-off that's been going on between Imran Khan and, of course, the civilian government on the one side, but more important...
Back on the right stand with the big development in the Gyanvapi case, the Allahabad High Court has ordered a scientific survey of the shivling-like structure found inside the Gyanvapi complex by the Archaeological Survey of India. The court said that the study will have to be done without harming the structure. While hearing the case, the court has said that the Archaeological Survey of India will go for a scientific survey and this will be ascertained how the old purported shivling recovered from the mosque is, and whether it is really a shivling or is it some other structure itself. With this verdict, the High Court has reversed the decision of the District Judge of Varanasi, who had rejected the demand of the Hindu side for carbon dating of the shivling-like structure. Now let us take you through the stands of both sides in this debate. Why has the Hindu side called for carbon dating or a scientific survey of the structure, non-intrusive? Now, to confirm the claims that the object in the mosque is in fact a shivling, to establish the age of the shivling, said shivling found in the wazukhana of the mosque, also to prove the claims that ancient deities or vigrahas of Hindu gods are in the mosque. But what has the Muslim side argued? Carbon dating of the object cannot be done, the process only for objects that are once living. Supreme Court order is defied if the object is damaged. Original case is about the worship of Shringar Gauri. Structure in the mosque has nothing to do with it. Now we bring to you the key findings of this survey report, that there's a shivling-like structure in the wazukhana. Remains of crimson-coloured deities have been seen. Images of deities and also swastika and bells have been found in that entire parisar. Remnants of the Aishwarya Mandap has also been seen. Damaged pillars inside the entire complex. But more importantly, this whole structure, which the Muslim Paksh deemed as a fountain, is being claimed as the original shivling of Adi Vishweshwar, or the presiding deity of Vishwanath, Kashi Vishwanath, that is Vishwanath. We'll have to see the entire survey scheduled for the 22nd of May. We'll keep close tabs. Moving on here on the right stand. Are China's exit bans a trap? That's another focus on this show tonight. Reports suggest that China last week beefed up its counter-espionage law, allowing exit bans to be imposed on anyone, Chinese or foreign nationals, who are under investigation or trying to leave the country. What does this imply, or is this another way of trying to tell entities that we are watching you all the time? Sushant Sareen, Senior Fellow ORF, is with us. Andrew K. P. Leong, International and Independent China Analyst, Strategist, with us. Namaste, gentlemen. Sushant Sareen, how would you look at this revision of the exit ban?
Look, I think it's very clear what the Chinese are trying to do is they're trying to crack down on foreign entities. They're trying to tighten the screws on them. But I think this could backfire on them. This could backfire very badly, simply because a lot of companies which, for reasons of greed and for reasons of need, want to continue to remain in China, are not interested in decoupling, are not interested in moving out of China, will have to start reconsidering their options. Because clearly this is not going to be very acceptable to many of these companies. Already the kind of laws that the Chinese have imposed upon their own companies, which include asking them to spy for them, have spooked a lot of people. The fact that they are asking foreign companies for their IP properties, that created a lot of problems. And this, on top of that, I think it's going to be a dampener for most foreign companies in China.
Right. Andrew?
Hello?
Yes, Andrew. Your take on this?
Well, first of all, these measures are part of China's counter-espionage operations, because there is evidence that there is increasing number of incidents whereby foreign entities, including companies and individuals, are being used as spies, threatening China's national security. As in the case of other countries who worry about Chinese spies, for example. I mean, the spies are a feature of relations between different countries.
Right.
But let's not exaggerate this kind of measures to again imply that China is tightening the screws on its people, because China is the
It's about how
country
China will
which
interpret, and will it give the right to legal recourse and the rights, or will they just en masse ban people and decide who they are going to do, the hard hand of the state? That's where the concerns are. Thank you. I've run out of time. Thank you. We'll take this conversation forward through Monday. For the moment, it's a wrap.
Good evening, this is Ras Taxam Zaka Jacob. Big reprieve for former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan. He's managed to get bail in all cases that have been filed against him post the 9th of May. He cannot be arrested for the next 2 weeks, but the battle lines have only been hardened. This is no longer just a civilian government versus Imran Khan fight. This is now clearly the army versus Imran Khan. And one thing we know from the history of Pakistan is that anyone who has challenged the army, whether it was Zulfikar Ali Bhutto,